ALAMYForever and a Day is the second Bond thriller penned by Anthony Horowitz. Forever and a Day, a James Bond novel, 4/5 by Anthony Horowitz, Jonathan Cape, £18.99, but that is the arrogance of the British. You are a tiny island with bad weather and bad food also, but you still think you ruled the world were it not for your geographical location and your friendship, kinship, with Europe. You would be irrelevant already. 65 years after James Bond first took on the world's biggest villains in the pages of Ian Fleming's masterpiece Casino Royale, 007 is back. NC, the quote above might suggest Bond is getting a lecture from European Commissioned head Jean-Claude Juncker, but they are the words of a ruthless man-mountain called Scipio. Author Horowitz, brandishing his license to write a second Bond thriller after Trigger Mortis, admits that issues such as Brexit were on his mind as he wrote. So Scipio's early appearance as a gigantic, loaded threat to Britain's well-being sounds like a metaphor for the overblown EU as a whole. Either that or I've worked for the Daily Express for too long. Forever and a Day is set in the early 1950s before the first Bond novel, Casino Royale, and it reveals how Bond became a cold-blooded killing machine in the 00 section. We see him experience both sides of the French Riviera, murky Marseille and magical Monte Carlo. And he gets to grips with his first Bond girl, an older, sophisticated femme fatale called 16 who, reflecting the modern day. In between the exciting high drama, deadly double-crossing and heavy violence, she also finds time to introduce him to his favorite cigarettes and preferred method for mixing his drinks. Despite the odd tweak, Horowitz stays loyal to the fabulous Fleming formula. And for that he surely deserves another mission guiding the fortunes of the world's favorite super spy. Michael Booker _blank_snap 5/5 by Belinda Bauer, Bantam Press, £12.99. Belinda Bauer's rogues gallery of insidious villains marks her out as one of the great purveyors of the modern crime thriller. In her latest offering, Snap, she entwines the emotions with the skill of a newsmaker. The reader is revolted by the culprit in a spate of break-ins, the euphemistically named Goldilocks, who leaves homes pillaged and desecrated. Then Bauer turns that discussed innocence and familial devotion turns this most accomplished, if surprising, of public enemies into a figure to pity rather than scorn. Then his skills as a cat burglar uncover a clue that exposes a true monster, one whose atrocious crime has taken a heavy toll. NC, for Detective Chief Inspector John Marvel, catching Goldilocks in the act is a chance for redemption. Marvel has swapped the mean streets of metropolitan Lewisham for the bucolic boredom of rustic Tiverton, his polished career decaying more quickly than a rancid corpse. By name, if not by nature, this brontosaurus of a murder squad detective with his ashtray breath and ill-fitting suits is the best fictional cop on the current crime fiction beat, archaic, brutally brusque and with more hunches than a Quasimodo convention. Marvel and his team of rustic detectives set out to seek justice for Goldilocks' victims. But they find themselves forging an unholy alliance to unmask a killer and ensure the prolific but damaged cat burglar lives happily ever after. Bauer ensures the tension balances on a knife edge. Literally. Stuart Winter _blank_Th1rt3en 5/5 by Steve Kavanagh, Orion, £7.99. Hollywood power couple Robert Solomon and Ariella Bloom have the world at their feet with a blockbuster movie deal and a reality TV show. Then Ariella is found brutally murdered on their bed, lying next to their head of security Carl Tozer. Bad boy actor Solomon is charged with the double homicide and it is shaping up to be the celebrity murder trial of the century. Con artist turned lawyer Eddie Flynn is recruited by the defense to challenge the police evidence in court. As the trial starts, all the evidence points to Solomon's guilt. But a series of sinister incidents in court raises doubts in Eddie's mind. NC, he starts to suspect that there is more than one actor in the courtroom and that the wrong man is on trial. Juror Joshua Kane has spent his life preparing for this moment, even committing murder to get the best seat in the House. When he realizes that Flynn suspects the killer is not the man on trial but a member of the jury, he will do whatever it takes to secure Solomon's conviction. The fourth novel from Belfast civil rights lawyer Steve Kavanagh draws the reader in with this ingenious hook and grips for 350 pages of an adrenaline-fueled thrill ride. Th1rt3en is courtroom drama at its finest, alternating between Eddie and Joshua's perspectives as the tension is ramped up. The reader is privy to the inner thoughts of sadistic serial killer Joshua, which intensifies the chilling atmosphere as he and Eddie go head-to-head. Th1rt3en is an outstanding legal thriller, so original, clever and accomplished that it should not be missed. It marks out Kavanagh as the heir apparent to John Grisham. John Coates _ Smoke and Ashes 5/5 by Bir Mukherjee, Harville Secker, £12.99. In 1921 the fight for Indian independence from British rule is reaching fever pitch and Prince Edward is dispatched on a morale-boosting tour of the subcontinent. But days before the heir to the throne is due to arrive in Calcutta, Captain Sam Wyndham is sent to investigate a gruesome murder. When he sees the body, he is stunned. The night before, in an opium-induced haze, he stumbled across a corpse that had suffered exactly the same ritualistic injuries. But he knows it could cost him his career to reveal he visited an opium den. So Sam must try to solve the two murders with the help of his Indian sergeant, Surrender Not Banerjee, while keeping his personal demons secret. Sam is haunted by the horrors of the Great War and uses opium to forget. But it has spiraled into a serious addiction and he knows he needs to seek treatment before his superiors find out. Meanwhile, Surrender Not is struggling with being ostracized by his father, a prominent lawyer, for not joining Mahatma Gandhi's peaceful campaign to force the British out of India. Together they must put aside their personal issues and the strain they place on their partnership to catch a killer. The third installment of this award-winning historical crime series is the best yet, using the tinderbox of the Indian independence campaign and Prince Edward's visit, which took place in real life, to create an evocative sense of period as the backdrop for a thrilling murder mystery. Sam and Surrender Not are brilliantly brought to life as they battle their personal demons and take the reader on a captivating journey through the hot and dusty streets of Calcutta. Well-researched and vivid in detail, Smoke and Ashes is a welcome return to form after Mukherjee's second novel, A Necessary Evil. It balances a thrilling mystery, with wry observations about the absurdity of the British Raj and delights from the first page until the last. Simply superb. John Coates _ The Cliff House 4/5 by Amanda Jennings, HQ, £12.99. 16-year-old Tamsin Tresize has been obsessed with the Cliff House since her father died at sea 3 years earlier in 1983. She is a socially awkward loner who struggles to fight tea into the North Cornish community where she lives in poverty with her mother and brother Jago. So she clings on to the memories of illicit visits to the house and its black-tiled swimming pool during cliff-top walks with her father. The Art Deco house overlooking the sea and the Davenport family who use it as a weekend escape from London embody everything she desires in her perfect fantasy world. After spending hours watching the house and its affluent, glamorous inhabitants through her binoculars, Tamsin meets their sophisticated but rebellious daughter Edie, who is 1 year older. Edie is horrified by the prospect of spending the summer alone in the house with her parents, so she and the Davenports welcome the red-haired Cornish girl into their seemingly perfect lives. Tamsin's mother Angie, who cleans the Cliff House when the family are away, is worried that Tamsin will get hurt, warning, "They're different to us," but Tamsin spends as much time at the house as she can. Then Edie shifts her attention to Tamsin's handsome but troubled brother Jago, and the friendship sours. As the long, hot summer draws to an end, tensions and jealousies erupt, culminating in a tragedy that will change all of their lives forever. The Cliff House is a haunting tale of obsession, desire and jealousy which builds with a foreboding sense of dread to a shocking finale. In her fourth book, Jennings vividly conjures the wild beauty of the Cornish coast to create a gripping tale that will keep you enthralled until the heart-wrenching ending. Evocative, well-written and hugely enjoyable, this is perfect summer holiday reading. John Coates _blank_ social creature, 3/5 by Tara Isabella Burton, Raven Books, £12.99. Louise is down on her luck and juggling 3 demoralizing jobs when Lavinia enlists her to tutor her little sister Cordelia. Lavinia is everything Louise is not. She is wealthy and glamorous, confident and popular, so Louise willingly allows herself to be drawn into Lavinia's world of New York debauchery and glamour. But she gradually discovers that, in this unequal friendship, Lavinia demands all or nothing. In this unequal friendship, Lavinia demands all or nothing. We are told early on that Lavinia is going to die, and so it proves. But Louise cannot bring herself to trade wealth and privilege for her bleak and lonely former life, even when she starts to see shallow venality beneath the privileged veneer. Tara Isabella Burton cleverly makes Louise's choice to continue living in Lavinia's home, sleeping with her ex-boyfriend and draining her bank account seem inevitable. But for how long can she remain a cuckoo in Lavinia's plush nest? The social whirl of Lavinia's lifestyle becomes slightly repetitive, and Burton's unpleasant, self-obsessed characters are hard to love, making it difficult to care about their fate. But she also does a brilliant job of capturing the dark glamour and febrile atmosphere of Lavinia's louche, entitled set, so that even when the plot strains credulity, you long to know how the story will end. Charlotte Th1rt3en _blank